Hey guys, how's it going? It's Hi, and I'm here to bring you another consumer product review. Now, before I get started with this one, I just wanted to say thank you for reviewing all of my previous consumer product reviews and a short apology on not bringing you more of these in the past due to work and being busy with other life priorities and also a little bit of laziness. I haven't really found a motivation to do these in the past. But after recently getting more interest from my previous product reviews by users like you, I decided to do more of these in the interest of hoping that you'll make smarter decisions on your purchases. And without further ado, here's the product that I am going to review today. It's the NETGEAR Powerline 500. The model number on this is XAVB5201. And basically what this does is it allows you to use your home's existing electrical wiring as network wiring. So you can connect your devices without use of Wi-Fi, which is wonderful. Here's what it basically comes with. It comes with instructions, these two power line adapters. One you'll actually connect to the router using an Ethernet cable. The other one you'll connect to the device of choice, so whether it be computer, gaming console, or TV, whatever has network capability that you wish to have with another Ethernet cable. It does come with two Ethernet cables. They're not shown here because they're actually connected to those devices at the moment, and I didn't want to remove those for the sake of time. And I've had these for a few weeks. Purchased them originally from Best Buy for about $70 to $80. I can't remember what the price was at the moment, but you can probably find them on Amazon for a little bit cheaper, maybe Newegg. And I did my research on these first to make sure that I get the better models. I know there's some that promote 200 megabit per second speeds, but this one actually has a 500 megabit per second speed, and I don't think that really makes a huge difference. I think it's just maybe, marketing on their part. But needless to say, I just want something reliable and fast and something that can provide the needs of my networking interest for a long time. So the good thing about these adapters, I guess I can just show the back, is that they don't have a ground, which means that you can actually plug them any way you want to. And I mean, the prongs themselves are both symmetrical, meaning that you can plug them one way, downwards like this, or upside down, through another plug, however you want. It's really flexible in maneuvering the positioning of these. The hookup or the setup of these devices are really easy. In the instructions, to kind of show you or tell you how to do it actually. Let me briefly go over this. Basically, you got your power LED that tells you if it's on or if it's in some sort of power saving mode, which is also great because, you don't want these devices to drain or waste electricity. And even though they really don't use that much electricity in the first place, it's always good that they're gonna power down and power save mode when the device is no longer in use. If you're gonna be plugging into the router, there's always going to be some type of traffic passing through, so that particular adapter is going to remain in on mode. But if you have a computer or a gaming console, that particular adapter is actually going to go into power save mode, because once you shut it off, the traffic passing between the device and the adapter is no longer going to be occurring, and then it's going to kick into power save mode. The power line LED, which is over here, kind of tells you how strong your signal is compared, where you plug it into your house. So you have green, which means that's the best connection, amber being, somewhat okay, and then red being, not the best, but at least it gives you an indication as to what plug you should use. So if you're plugging into an adapter, plugging into an outlet that doesn't have very good connectivity, then you can try a different one. Hopefully you get a better rate. So I thought that feature was pretty cool in terms of helping you decide, which electrical outlet you should use. Obviously, you got your Ethernet LED, which tells you, if there's connection or no connection. On the side, there's a security button, which you use to link up the two adapters. So you're going to plug in the first adapter where you would have, connect the router to, and press this button down for about 2 seconds, and then you're going to take the other adapter, plug it into where you want the other device to be connected to, and then press its security button for about 2 seconds. And then the timing between the two, you have to make sure that both buttons are pressed within 2 minutes. If not, then it's not going to connect properly. And in which case, all you need to do is just, unplug both of them and then try again, and hopefully you'll have the 2-minute window, in order to connect both of them. And of course, if you need to reset anything back to factory defaults, it's got a factory reset button, which is shown right here. Okay. It says basically, do not press the security button when Powerline adapter until installation is complete, and that the adapters are communicating with each other. So what you want to do is plug them in first, hook them up with the Ethernet cable to the devices. So again, one with the router and the other one with the device, and then go ahead and press the security button. So I actually found that to be easier, so that way you're not actually rushing to go and plug the second adapter into whatever you want to. At least you'll have this plugged in, connected, and then it's just a matter of pressing the button on both of these within the 2-minute window. Alright guys, well I am going to go ahead and hook this up now, and I will be right back and show you the results of the adapters. Alright, talk to you later. Alright guys, well I finished installing the Powerline adapters to their respective devices. The first device being the router itself, using the Ethernet cable provided by the device, and the second one is going to be my laptop, which I'm going to use to test the speed of between Wi-Fi and Powerline adapter. When hitting the security button on each of the adapters, remember I first mentioned that it's best to install the adapters through in each outlet and have them connected, and then afterwards go back and hit the security button for about 2 seconds on the adapter connected to the router, then going to the other adapter, pressing and holding the security button for about 2 seconds, and then allowing them to sync. So the syncing process will take about 2 minutes, and that's consistent with the 2-minute window that they ask you to press the buttons before you have to start over and try to sync again. Okay, well, I'm going to test out the Wi-Fi connection first on my laptop, and let's begin test here. Okay, well you see here it's a ping of 13 milliseconds, download speed of 32.37 megabits per second, and upload speed of 11.47 megabits per second. Now I'm going to disable the Wi-Fi on my computer, and then I'm going to connect the LAN cable associated with the adapter, and now I'm going to refresh the page and try again. Actually, I probably could have hit test again, but I might as well just refresh the page here since I already did it. Okay, let's go ahead and begin test. Okay, well, the Powerline adapter shows rather consistent results. A ping of 14 milliseconds as opposed to 13. Download speed of 32.13 megabits per second and the upload speed of 11.50 megabits per second. You're gonna have varied results depending on how well your electrical wiring is in your home. I'm in a room that's about, I'd say, maybe 8 to 9 feet away from where the modem is, or the router is rather. If you're going to be situated in a third floor room and your router is in the basement, you may get better results because the Wi-Fi reception may not be good on that third floor, but your electrical wiring may be much more reliable in terms of connection. So my tests for all intents and purposes are just for samples only. If you see that your power line adapter connection is a little lower than Wi-Fi, it may be best to do a sample of 10 tests just to see, and then average them out to see which is better. When I did that, I noticed that my power line adapter results were a little bit better than the Wi-Fi. And again, with the Wi-Fi, chances are you may run into some interference because it's wireless, and using radio waves. Whereas with the power line adapter, you're more hardwired to the electrical wiring, and which is connected to the router, and will provide more consistent, reliable connection. I just also wanted to mention that the cables that they provide to you in the package are Cat5e patch cables, so it'll work, with majority of your devices, and it's one of the more provided standards out there. So I know there's Cat5e and there's Cat6. Cat6 cables are a little bit more expensive, but Cat5e will work with just about any device. Anything older than Cat5e would probably not be very good as far as testing goes, but at least they provide you with cables of that are pretty much standard for today's use. Alright, well, I'm going to cut out this video and then just provide a conclusion on this device and wrap things up. Alright guys, well, that wraps up my review for the NETGEAR Powerline 500 adapters. I just wanted to briefly go over some important points that we had gone through during the review here. First being, we went over the products in terms of what they look like, what you get, went over what power line adapters are and what they do. Second, the mention of the price range was, again, it was about maybe $70, $80. I'll have to double check my price there, and I'll make sure to put it in the description, as well as a link to where I purchased the NETGEAR device. And also what we did was describe how to connect the adapters, again, one to the router, the other one to the network device of choice. And then finally, we ran through a speed test just to see how well the power line adapter holds up versus the Wi-Fi connection. Again, your results will vary with this product. Some houses with older electrical wiring may not be suited for this device, whereas more modern homes may have better electrical wiring and will most likely benefit much better with this device. But you know what? If you have a home that is not very Wi-Fi friendly, this is a definitely very good alternative to helping you achieve better speeds with your network. For my intent purposes, both Wi-Fi and power line adapters worked in a similar fashion. Both gave consistent speeds when I ran a test, and even running through about 10 tests and doing an average, the power line adapters did come out to be a little bit faster with the speeds compared to the Wi-Fi. And then you also have the reliability factor of the power line adapters, being directly connected with cable, as opposed to just Wi-Fi being, you can run into some interference by other electrical devices in the area, or something could block those signals, or you can have some sort of network hiccups with Wi-Fi. Whereas with the power line adapter, it's a direct connection to your router, through the electrical wiring. We know with Wi-Fi that it's a shared connection with the rest of the devices that are connected to Wi-Fi. So if you think about it like a hub versus a switch, the Wi-Fi would be considered a hub where other Wi-Fi devices are sharing that same connection. Whereas with the power line adapter, you get a basically a more direct connection, or one-on-one connection with the router itself. If you have more than one power line adapter, you may have to run through the same process of syncing as the original setup. So basically what you want to do is, after you purchase your second set, run through the same setup of hitting the security button on the original router connection, and then also going through each room and hitting the security buttons on each of the other ones, so that all of them are synced together. So obviously with that setup, you're going to have more shared connections, and it'll be more like a hub, so to speak, than a switch. But I believe that this product works very well, and through my research and other sites, a lot of people have claimed that they've had success with this device in areas where Wi-Fi isn't feasible as far as speeds go. And for a product about $78, I think it's worth the investment. So and also I just want to mention that power usage is very low. I think that they mentioned that usage is less than half a watt, and even for some of the adapters that you may have, they will end up going to power save mode once you turn off that device and network traffic is down to a minimum. Whereas the only device that will end up staying active all the time will be the one that's connected to the router, because there's always traffic passing between the router and that device. Alright, well, if you have any questions, feel free to message me or make a comment. Again, it's been a while since I've done these reviews, so I'm not exactly at that professional level yet. I'm going to really start working on these more and more, and hopefully they'll get better over time. But, any types of stutters or just basically my reviews are just on the spot. I don't have any type of script to really work with, but maybe in the future, if it helps with the flow better, I'll write up something and read off of it. But I like to just kind of go off and do these, instinctively. And if I mess up, fine. Oh well. But if hopefully I got through what I wanted to say in these products. And like I said, feel free to message me and let me know how I did, and like, subscribe, and look forward to doing some more reviews with you guys. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.